conference of Kofi our Facebook room was say glorious happy birthday call Ede Ama Champoma Cecilia we every Kofi or Facebook Kofi our Facebook so and Mr. Eddie Traffic or say happy birthday to Mrs. Alice Hannah Juma Mrs. Alice Hannah Juma yes Alicia 1 oh no Alicia Film Production we every Odoba if say Ophelia or Ezra FM Ezra TV the no Mr. Dikronwa was say happy birthday and fama Mr. Seth Mensa Debra and Accra when you're 80 years nyame mfa mfinhye bi enwu umfie so and Beatrice upon every year happy birthday eko ediama patase and awo and nkrakra mu no Isaac Owusu yes wo ye PRO edema mpaboafo mo Asaf Market ene eyo awoda adofo nyina no monitor live ewo Oyerepa Radio Oyerepa dividibo ina so na no pay yemfa ensi ewo ha
Oniadofo uti Oyerepa 100.7 FM.
Okay. Ya better Clementino the darling boy say na ya toa eye dwumade no so ede amamo today's post ene wasugusu awuti ne ene makase program no ye ne atiefo no be yedodo na ye bebiem ede amomo ye be kɔ no region by region enti ba bia wo hwe ye free no amanonefo de henti o ozai amanonefo bright mo ye ho
because kan be say we de kamia na mesro so be makwan minu mienu ye nua agrada ka me pese me frɛ no obaso bi
o frɛ no
me pese me frɛ no
any producers ne kan ho asɛm
any some kosa me ho
ya be kɔ no region by region ti eduru so ana wa frɛ ye nyina ye hwɛ ye be boa ekwan a nipa be fa so akɔ stadium e bia wo challenge bi ana se bibinti why wadwene se bia Ghana local ball cry ebo no be so be hwɛ bi ma ne nyina no betia ba dwumadi su na ya hye oso wo question bi a ana bibi a chiri wadwene na no purpose di hu nkomo edema wa number ne 0322497263 0322497263 obetimi edi afọ na ya kan na ya fe ya hwe na ya yi ano edi ama asaso na Facebook Oyerepa Radio na so Oyerepa Sports ho nyina no wo de fe na no pe ye be kan edi ama message edi kan no pe ye de share messages na say eno every Kwame Adomako was watching the show live at Ashtown. Good morning, striker. Congratulations to Manchester United for trashing Red Betis last night. Okay. We so why I see I'm watching the show live. From Carl's photograph inside Ebuakwa Menshia. Pedro Maldina Cruz. I'm enjoying the show live and clear inside Kumasi Tanoso Kesben Junction. Both Chelsea and Kotoko win their games this weekend. Kotoko Mo game weekend. Greetings to your crew and the host. Keep up the good work. Okay, that's same. Nana Kwabnaji, my GH, also watching you from Qatar, Doha. With my guys, Maxwell and others. Kotoko remain supreme. Queen Juventino was saying, Strike, I'm watching the show live from Moses Hair Stress.
Thing that it takes to win any trophy we are or more opportunity to participate in. Offer Juvia. Almost so what it takes to win any trophy yebo we are bia over Arsenal. I think Arsenal has won that time na cup next cup no omajibida, and so Arsenal what it takes to win it, and then maybe the other teams now no. I don't know about Roma, so almost what you want to be there.
Roma only trophy in the last season only European trophy
so and Roma as a football club no what don't better to side teams see who are omo pedigree no and may omo but Roma are fortunate to have a coach who has the ability, the know-how to win trophies.
And I watch last season the only European trophy Roma agino on a
honest hajema omo and on there so and na wayen wo mia bebre almost baby okobia no oye bibi o hono mo odigi bibi enti e be difficult for you to discount Roma out of the title saying contenders no especially baby oma apra bedu no I think this year is official stage where now quarter finals e ho de obinya ko duru hono mo a no abeka favorite ne ho e ho de so obinya ko duru pe no abeka favorite ne ho especially with the caliber of coach who is leading Roma and they know enti enye the name Roma no na ye ka and at the club room man but they can the personality Mourinho who is leading the club room.
Yeah.
And nothing I will not throw Manchester United away. I will not throw Arsenal away. I will not throw Juve away because one also no the clubs no omo ye sa no mani bi omo wo no man so ye de ye nso so omo show no emre bebre mu enti say obi kan Roma asemo a that person may not be far from right or will not be far from right. Sounds so no so obi ka say Manchester bit maje, obi ka say Arsenal bit maje, obi ka say Juve bit maje, that person also will not be far from right. Sana me kan fa home.
Official rep for Jose Mourinho, good morning.
Yes, I was.
Na bibi aboko there.
Oh, your official.
Yes, official rep. Studio ha.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
No pa.
Now you to me say your official rep.
Onyintum.
I am a disciple of Jose Mourinho.
Okay.
Huh? Be a disciple of Jose Mourinho. I didn't mention to me. How many times I mean cancer when say I am a
being
disciple.
a disciple doesn't necessarily makes you a representative. The kind representation. Are you
but
the
say
official rep?
Close.
Oh, on my way disciple but
Disciple rep
no.
oh,
on your cancer
edu baby offense Peter Wanyane abaya ketekete no dey ahye. Oh, but being the disciple that is not enough. But so showing say until so I'm a disciple and I'm ready to represent.
Until so we dwane no. Onyanye Peter Wanyane. Agwaba
yeah, Mr.
Mourinho hon komo ne yedi na no pay. And Queen Juventino say say me ya bias na me feel say Roma betimi age trophy a chen e club offensive Juventus ana asem ni nyina ne say me hwe no game na
yeah
any the way Mourinho se ni team book cup competitions na enye me nwanwa so betimi age Europa na dia ma Roma.
No, of course any day say obi e kan obi o prove that there na would him how to do it no say or can I say man you sure say we were far from right. Jose Mourinho is cut for cup games or top games when it is that there's a one or four few games to win something he's always there or prove his obituary and maybe looking at Juventus from where they are coming from this particular season, Juventus as a club is so big, there's no doubt about that. In Italian football history but I think you are talking about a particular period how it seems that Jose Mourinho are getting the players, most of them back. It seems like now the kind of style of person Bono, he has those players man at that resource. So say you'll not be far from right. I think say he's done it. Now no offense conference say by you know and over records I think the coach in Europe, if not the only coach, few coaches not achieve what achieving be. So all the competitions are Europe. Yes, UEFA for organizing, and you are not wrong, honestly. Queen Juventino is talking about the Juventus bias, and he says that the size of Juventus. I said no, it can be just on beat me, but I don't think the Juventus side this year is so much motivated to win trophies this particular year. Of course, they are seeing the competition, but I don't see them because they might go through this particular year and how I never air course no. Yes, Omojia a big team, but I don't see that happening this particular year. And the motivation in Roma no is say that yes, they want to go there. They want to go there. In Roma, you know, we are well motivated because one, they want to move from the past 2-3 seasons where they've been, they want to come into the Champions League. So another way over to media Champions League through Europa League. So if the league becomes so difficult, league look so tight, point gap too close. One game not do 2-6, one game not do top 10, one game not do top 4. And you know, we just say Mourinho. O do any back of year in Europa League, we go back of
and also more route to Champions League. And also more
route to the Champions League. Of course, there are crack side. Manchester United are also playing well, and not 4-1. Boy, they're also playing well. Or motivation is coming back after that disastrous defeat.
And now we say Mourinho timi wini Europa no with AS Roma. Ebe meki Jose Mourinho the greatest club football manager.
Yeah, me name yes analysis no.
Club no. almost standard.
Also, so I just say no clubs or the AJJ trophies no. That club now. Yeah, na I say at any point in time, because
but no more be
baby don't move. Right? Porto no much bida for years, but that golden generation, no, no pick here, no do more bano. You will not give them that chance to say no more kwakwaji, especially when they were playing against Manchester United. No ball draw Old Trafford. The AJJ no fan say a win for him no, because at that time na Porto at that time ever Old Trafford. Nobody gave them that chance to beat him. You know, Utimu say a determination be the team no. Aside team no, a level. Inter Milan for instance 2010, Inter Milan for about 50 or so years now Champions League team NEB. At that time, coach will take over from him. Antonio Conte, is it that? Yes. Now, but the Inter Milan air corner, a Champions League, quarterfinals. So, even though the name Inter Milan is there, but in the Champions League. No one shadow on themselves. No one team pay for more. Yeah, Mourinho came in first year and the second year, all of a sudden, no one picking some players. We are, of course, they are top players. Lucio, no, now like say on the way out, Bayern Munich, no, ne youthful days now, no, you fit and all bono in Bayern Munich and one team in Germany. Oh no, boy, you know, make on yes, playing very well. Now all those players are the next money. Yeah, which means say. No put them together. Then now that can do spirit na show mu. No more kwakwakoye. Sedgman. Manchester United, it looks like yes, hopes no call fa yeah build it and as Alex Ferguson call, you know, Bibia head and fat. Then he came in and what put to the room in the cup competition, no magic.
Okay.
That's how it is. So
Zach Akwaba,
I'm surprised that in Roma team be
show. Bibia bokode.
Oh nyamiadom, we are fine.
Enna de nyoma koye.
Oh, sir.
What day ye? This say acquire say 7 and Matimu is a Betis 1 Nefrim.
3 Mate.
Is a Mate in Nefrim 4. A Mate 3 Tiaka 4.
Taka 4 no Muguzo Mutete.
What can you say? I'm not being fair to us. And when catch what he said. Liverpool show United no. Up to he now, I see him say, yeah, be analysis was simple. Nobody was able to see it in a United in any. It was one of those 10 second half team Akrambo show, which we accepted that they defeated us. But it doesn't take away the fact that United are still one of the best team in Europe this season. Yes, almost 7. But you and I know, say this season, you're finding this season now. United only about 5 teams in Europe perform without Benjamin United.
5 teams.
Yes.
How the DNA determines have 5 teams, you know.
Oh, as we sit here today,
the DNA determine the kind of.
Oh, say a performance.
A DNA they determine what they can.
A DNA.
Aye.
Oh, teams in more than more.
More than more.
Yes.
Any competitions on board.
Competitions on board.
Okay, it's my top 5 now in two.
Top 5.
Aye.
You will say.
Oh, me too. So one I do ask some about.
No.
It's my top 5.
Born again, boy. This no I can't why I'm top 5 born again for this moment this season United have won more games than any other team in Europe.
Won more games than any other
team.
Won more games.
More games in all competition. In the end, that's on Osha. Most wins in all competition this season among teams in Europe, big 5 leagues. Manchester United 31, and Tuba 30.
Mabo how many games?
And say all competition. Because team here, no, for example, France, they play 3 competitions in France plus.
Ode clubs and they go. Ode go ayimu na ube choose bi. Ebi a Manchester here can mabo be 70 games. TT. And a more win ebi a 31. T. And a more lose ebi a de aka no. See how more 27 year. Ebi a fan say Napoli. Ebi a Napoli about 40 games. Omo wini ebi a 27. Ebi a de aka mabo draw. Timbe say me hu number of games amabo a wasemo na manya more wins na.
Jibo. Asami na ne say o de Napoli
because Napoli so okay say mo the best no. Tio Napoli no or the top of the league.
Oh that be say me can say
oh Jibo. Napoli no or the top of the league.
Asama make
Manchester City or the second I won the league.
I never said United are the best team in Europe. I said Europa. Anything more 5 teams performing in Europe now. I am United. That is what I said.
Ofu said this season. United are performing better than Napoli.
You mean can't? I don't want to go there. I'm not going to say we are the same way. But me say, Dibo wabaje tum. Yeah, it dey man say wabaje tum say. You can more than one. One team but 5 teams in Europe and net.
And I'm saying, Mamma, what am I? Mamma 5 and for Manchester can't meet you.
Oh, I said, me cry. I did say, me anove.
Oh dear. But for now, question, I maybe some wrong. So we say, you cut top 5 performing teams in Europe. Say, Manchester United account. And I'm saying, Mamma, top 5 performing teams no. Where they say simple.
Where you want to go for?
Anti wine. Where they so Mamma 5 for Manchester account.
Why not make where you want to go for?
They make can say. Based on these statistics, actually, I will say today, no team have won more games this season than Manchester United.
I don't know your problem.
There be a problem. Sometimes now, Manchester
it's based on
the best.
Manchester is the best performance.
But I'm only telling you, say United this season.
And come on, your phone and keep the best.
The maker has said they see no. Let's go me yesterday. I told you no match for Manchester United. But it's
like you told the question.
Even though I admitted that they are good because I watched them against Real Madrid, but I told you, say they are not a match for Manchester United. And you better show 2 or more goals. I told you yesterday because a United team that this is in, they are playing very well coached. They are 2 United on Saturday, you know, and Sunday in the Bafo. Who the coach is 10 ACWA and rank matches on 9 compare changes from their first 11. They are 7-0.
What's a more can you know? But me the 5 and I'm simply.
Oh,
5. Me interest for 5 and Zakito.
Oh, there be.
Alasan say Zakito. Me interest for 5 no.
I'm sure say
it's really a Manchester a part of the 5-4 now can I.
Me say won't be 5 abra Manchester United.
It's really Manchester can 5 no. To about Manchester 4 now can I.
4 now can no.
Aye.
Oh. Spain there's no team in Spain.
Okay.
Spain there's no team performing better than Manchester United.
Okay. To who say Manchester they're Real Madrid.
Yes, they are playing very well. They are playing better than Manchester Real Madrid.
Continue.
They are playing better than Barcelona, and they Spain there's no team.
To the Manchester one.
Yeah.
Still, I would have made teams.
Teams in here.
No, at least.
I will say a question to Zakito. No, any fair question.
No,
bias.
No, I agree with you.
Is because Manchester team na work asana because Opesa will say the also Opesa will say say Ibalando yanka say players in Bobo Pepe and Panzan the Ibalando.
Debbie, he's making a statement. Or say, and they uko Europa, we best 5 performing clubs are. Omo dem bo was Manchester United account. It one do I am fat or my say 5. So to them say me case they see no. We say me Ibalando when he plays 5.
So we say no about Manchester Abo.
Tio
any others no Zakito na dey so the Manchester Abo kan.
And I'm saying
who why na problem because the order dey buy no ni yastic no or the say Manchester Abo 31 matches and ameba 37 matches
no
because I don't have to so no
that wins so where wins I'm just a number of wins
matches are no one wins
so and the offer admit there be no team because for you to play more games because it's because you are performing here
Zakito
Man United have played more games because they are performing.
Kofi
Zakito. They can if Carabao and FA Cup.
Kofi Zakito.
Arsenal are not here because Ebia Nkomo FA Cup coach and they be here.
Kofi Zakito. I'm saying about top 5.
Oh, top 5. Edian Bayern Munich will be there. Napoli will be there. I'll pick Arsenal. Arsenal are there. You understand? And I was struggling to get any other.
This is one my Arsenal, one my Napoli, one my Bayern Munich,
yes,
and one my debut.
I'm saying I offered. I was struggling to get anything.
And one my Manchester, Akawan.
When they say
it's an IF4,
I'll be able to pay account. But some what? Some me kind say. So my me say ultimately 5. I bet United will not be there.
If we said this season, Manchester United are better than Man City
in Europe.
No, they be far more than we are better than City.
Sir, you see almost saying Enti who bet me no mark on. Bet me no mark 5 no. If omo yensi omo a omo so yensi so you can add them to the 5. That's it. Enti ye dey see no na enya story bia ma.
Say ya na ya mo de kwaje say.
Enya one from my and Betis there name say den ya we go pass. Jibo. The tag here and no. And they say ye bass ye babona bass.
Agrada say Manchester United will not even be among the top 10 this season.
Liverpool ni enim.
Or say I will call him myself even if you are not ready to call me.
Or we are.
There be some maybe your phone lines. Or say I'm friend on one friend.
Or say I'm friend on one friend.
That go tio ya tio.
Jibo the tag here and no.
Na ufranye ne be fa.
Me say all the 10 coaches esiwa. Emu 9 komunye the tag here no. Say I shall 7. Your next immediate game after that game no, the same 11 or the start here bi. E chere say
na so oni bi wo be a.
Ya be obebre. He had a lot of options.
Where free Konongo. How on earth can you say you are performing better than Real Madrid? When in fact you are not even on top of your league. Not playing in the Champions League, conceding 7 goals against non-performing Liverpool.
League who did third. Champions League Europa also perform better. Less competition also perform better than they also say Real Madrid 5.
The league or the first
or the second. All league that say.
And the third.
Okay.
The
other second
and the Champions League.
And the Real Madrid no. Real Madrid no team now done first no Manchester Arsenal.
The team no
show.
Anything is an argument in mbem. Hari excitement in mbem because Liverpool now that you know. Why should Man 7? Real Madrid na Liverpool. But Real Madrid is on the master there Barcelona no. Man it's easy cry bomb to easy. Eti team game ni there Europa League ni there. Betis they tried. So
Champions League. Huh? You say Champions League so in Europa na.
Oh say so in Europa.
Oh yeah toss.
So in Europa. In general, Ten Hag get again and once again Marcus Rashford this season. Only say for all competition only 2 players na say mo go see Rashford. Erling Haaland and Kylian Mbappe. He's a third in terms of goals scored in all competition. Rashford once again has shown say post World Cup he's the best forward in the game. Post World Cup the form no asha still na continue oko o show goals ni na Jibo ndo me ka se mi kire wa say Sadia na Ten Hag and man in side mistake ni bio and Ampandra he corrected that mistake. Bruno no over the last best 6 years in Europe top league the only player why better than him Kevin De Bruyne.
The last
6 years the only midfielder who has been better than Bruno Fernandes in terms of goals and goals assist Kevin De Bruyne. He's one of the most creative on the De Bruyne any level. De Bruyne first or no second. You understand? It is a player no you don't play him on the right or
is it was no can obi ankabi.
Oh there be say
time here that when me Manchester hour.
Oh there be that's not America no. Oh yes I say now ya na be wonu anya asem no.
Oh ba say we dey Manchester hour.
So asa America no no correct.
Come anya ya because eduana ba mo na be wo mbechimare. There be do account na money full abimon to the Manchester hour. What do you
think? So them kai no can say no correct. Based on numbers. The only player who has been better than De Bruyne as a midfielder within that period, Bruno, Kevin De Bruyne. So, and you know, Kevin first Bruno no, Ten Hag mistake or or on the right and that's on the left and more United because in midfield he's the only one who can split.
You see the same statistics here. The say we na creative goals na we na say to say Haaland has more goals than Rashford to better than Rashford.
Oh, Jibo. Unse midfielder say dey. Unse dey ba kwa ye di jeje mo pa. They are creating and assisting. So
and attackers also you goals.
Attackers also goals. But until Bruno Diana Bruno Diana at least why so consistent even for at Sporting Lisbon. He has been so consistent for the past years. It's only the end there. And I don't know. At least we've paid the respect to Kevin De Bruyne because in that period, what I say, yes, only size I was a position now obono ba anya bia no we first so be the second and the better the first I said Bruno the second because in that period no there's no midfielder why better than Bruno Fernandes apart from Kevin De Bruyne. The passing how will be teams mu the goal contribution the assist ni be bia so Anthony first goal no born again my the camera Bruno 10 no the assist Bafo look at
indeed it is a Manchester hour
you don't do Bafo the 10 no born again from coach here look at it just look at it look at Bafo share how many midfielders in that hey Bafo look at it oh you mun na no panya or pass to ma Anthony and them go you know and Bruno actually say yes if you want there he's one of the best and nice game ade yake na nu ya o Betis Real Madrid omo bre man say Betis omo 0-0 na no me kakura say na ka o games no wa omo say wa ade no omo say bright ade omo yeah go back comment me and say omo 0-0 so for United to reduce them to 0 is crano ese about abaso so
okay
anti Europa na there teams na wom
Kwabena Folabi why is Zakito always making people mock United? Please stop that. We are not even among the top 10 teams in the world. Please stop that.
The whole world as a
simple analysis. If we take the first and second position teams in the top 5 leagues, where will United be?
Chama somewhere there.
Okay.
And the kind of idea but I say
Kofi Fenton, why heckling Zakito? Can't he has his opinion? He has backed his analysis with stats, so allow him to flow. Jibo, watching live from London. Podolski, the risky, or say Real Madrid scored 5-2 against Liverpool. Man United were beaten 7, but you are still claiming you are better than Madrid. Zakito. We'll see why. Barca is slashing Real Madrid left and right in the Spanish La Liga. United lash your boss Barca. Say Kofi Fenton and the way Abba. Adriana Ba St. Mark or say Barcelona beats Real Madrid. Man United beat Barcelona. Betis drew with Madrid. Man United beat Betis. That's football. Madrid is not better team than Manchester United. Let's think. And also you need the other abano.
Unse football no. Send no oye. Unse football 1+1 and you 2. Because Betis Madrid mancha no. But Man United Betis. Barcelona ni oguma Madrid. You understand? But Man United Barcelona. And the idea I can say United are not the best. No. But you can't take 5 performing teams in Europe this season about Manchester United based on what they are doing domestically and also in the Europa League. And Jibo, there are teams, you know, I shall say for this Omoko Manim Rano 16th Arsenal. So you know the struggle said because the kind of chances are Omujama Sporting Lisbon, no, they could have been punished. But at least they were able to get a 2-2 draw. Say hoping say they overturn the second leg, you know, our Emirates, which they are more capable because even after so many 2-2, no, they created some chance and no compete maybe in the game, but Nina no 1-on-1 Martinelli the goalkeeper no Obama keeper naturally. You know, Arsenal are in a very good position to eliminate Sporting. Just that Sporting away form, no, be able to say this is in the Sporting team very good when traveling. And I say about Papa Basso because society team no, watch your more very stubborn side, very stubborn side. But the manner in which Roma, if I show me 2-0, naturally say at least now an advantage Roma. So most of them go yeah be ma society for I overturning be a Spain. It just say Mourinho is in a poor position to qualify them to the quarterfinals.
Kwabena Boahen United can never be better than Madrid. Kwame Owusu Asabre. In the last 6 years. Was Modric not playing? Zakito Titi a break. Popcan. United won more matches than any team in Europe. I have the stats here. if you don't agree with Zakito, check your phone. See your video there, Abanono. Striker, Champions League does not come in when we are talking about best performing teams in Europe. We are talking about your performance in the competitions the teams find themselves. Chelsea and Milan are in the last 8 of the Champions League. So does it make them better than Manchester United, who is playing in Europa? Captain Andy Smith, Edifree Cape Coast, and a day Abba. Now Champions League bonnet da former. Cause Manchester when you bring in no Champions League no more pabo. Zach Champions League no pabo.
No say Sabat as one can say if I be no crow.
There no be about Champions League nyaka.
The bon cast me Jacob about say
competition be Manchester bonus say ya. So competition no they will choose it ahead of Champions League.
No, won't choose so. But the fact that a team is playing the Champions League and just say oh yeah they say will be our Champions League. So the Chelsea come in. Nobody can convince me say they are better than United because they are playing the Champions League. They are playing a bigger competition now because of their performance last season.
Okay.
You know what I say? Chelsea are there because of their money last season, but this season there, they are not there. This season, United are playing better than them, but some competition they are playing it because last season they were better than Manchester United.
Okay.
What am I saying?
Yento so na yenyi messages ni for na afei. Yenya ne emra fie. We so if you am so one fan dey am. This Manchester United fan is not being truthful. Bruno is good, no doubt. But what are his basis for judging Bruno as the best midfielder behind Kevin De Bruyne for the past 6 years? So where is he placing Kimmich, Modric and the likes? Manchester United fans. I don't know why they are saying United is not in the top 10 teams when it comes to performance. Obviously, Haaland is better than Rashford. Aya Fawudin Ekahon or the message in the bar. I say, okay, I'm Kevin. Okay, Benfica is better than Manchester United, so stop that comment. Okay, Kevin there out there Abanon. Yes, one teamer. A very good season in Europe by Zakito Yine for Yoma Free and the top 5 teams. As is also mobile Muhammadin was as is the Manchester United. Akwa shim. Alasan Saiza Kito in Manchester United. Finally, Manchester wanaba na wiye. Bavowa.
You
say the Manchester one here.
You the pistol in the Manchester hour and it was well read.
Queen Juventino Sudokundipa.
It was well read by
Queen Juventino. Manchester United is not better than Juve. Compare their points on the league. If you add Juve's 15 points deducted.
Already,
is worth more than 1,000.
Points now is illegal. Until say
but for your referee na fe yen hwensem e wo fie exactly 11 o'clock. Say the mekan no and e be man for time na omoso jomadwen kire aba. E ba che oba enya afi na be ye mechia wei me ye wei question aye bisa ana asema ye di hu nkomo ne say fa wadwen kire bra die ntia amanfo enko stadium enko local league no ena die ne be e bia wo kra na wo frɛ no ebia stadium kwa waja akọ ubetimi aka die ntia ema wonko stadium
na die ne yenya ebe ma wo besa
ma wonko stadium nti se dem kan ye no ye be kɔ no region by region ye be fa ne kakran nti be bia tum ama Ashanti region for ye kɔ bono a bon regions na wo ho ni nyina na afa mo ba ko Greater Accra, Eastern region, Central, Northern, Western, Upper East, Upper West na fi Volta mo nyina ye be fa mo nti Volta for no mo no otifo no and the back boom Western North for some Western region for no and North East region for ni na no so na Northern for no aka boom kama na se bibia e kama nti tro number no eto eduru na ye bie airline 0322494401 0322494771 na wa fe na so de wadwen kire aba oguso awutie today's post Oyerepa 100.7 on Oyerepa TV. They say they may call Abedjafo honom so mo de omadwen kira ba na me biem de amobi a 1010 tu so mo bi memubi na bia pese wo fa bia no na wa fa
but na bia obi pese bisa question na oye input nso e
na wa manesa so obi nko obi dem mo bia nko critical confusion nti e best start with bafo awu a ba bia pese wo fa bia na the next 10 minutes e kwan da ho obetimi akọ
jibo still on the topic na na.
Baby a person of bia.
Including the topic.
Yes.
And I topic less in
Ni nyina wom.
Na say na dey time be na na.
O se on se be ma man for so time mo so be so na me che.
Okay, Matthias.
Ah no na wa ma agrada e be bu mo hai. O se yem frɛ na ono abɛfrɛ.
Agada.
Ai. Agada the message about say what about those in diaspora? Okay, Agada so mo nyina azu no. E mo so yesi mo time no mo.
Ai, me fo say
right, o mo so be frɛ number be. Ah.
I say o mo frɛ.
Yesi mo
frɛ bi. Some people who want to put in their what it? Germany for some has it. What it?
Right, mo pen number more. Eso mo no because of mo you know. E be pen number be WhatsApp. Na almost some friend so. My main for we mfu. Em say na number we message dem man kan a asembesi. I disagree with Chairman Afulabi. Zakito shared an opinion and some of us agree now the idea. We all saw what you said about United a couple of days back. Please allow us. Zakito Twaso.
I'm say Kotokoni Manchester. Obe Brest obe pick one of them as and no one with Gina pa.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tema for so about Ricky defeat Tema. Or say is Akito saying that United playing in the Europa is better than those playing the Champions League? It will bounce back to him one day.
Oh, one day. And they say near. Say one more pre Champions League one or more pay rate. You know the woman ya kura we are. Well, it's not like a cancer.
Okay.
Like it now bet me I who the mami friend. I'm a customer feel.
Yanko.
You
Bafo. It's where diaspora for there no. Okay, no so WhatsApp, almost be free WhatsApp. It do any bia na ye kwabo chirifo na number na ye 0557 255 542 0557 255 542. Tibo no the number na be to screen so e dia mom na no so ye diaspora for there no
542.
Yes, 0557.
Omo de na e be ye na Zoom na 542.
There be Zoom on be on WhatsApp. Ti ye be call mo so ho no mo so do madwen kira ba nti ye be bobo ma kwa kosi be 11:30 11:35 for na for the next 25 minutes no ye ja
no nya juma
o say
11
ada na ye juma ada mo ye say
okay 11:04
na so obi ana be
30 minutes na so obi do 11
30 kan for ho ye say
34
na say na
can also be call to 11:30
be see between 11:30 11:30
after na between abesho
ada one tia say
na no obi akọ be ka 10 minutes no obi be ka 5 obi be ka 7
ba for yenko
tena ho no say 10 minutes ya chere fe ala say
yenko ba for
jibo enra yeah story about Emmanuel Newton da Subre Kotoko administrative manager ene enkophobia na omo trilling no na information I picking say Imakwakoye police report which for me is good
and they quite me kasi to
and now when the kasa wa hanom no senior Ima posture no na I didn't like it but enye no number be can name I have seen somebody who has a concern with the way the story was carried and the person feels the story was not told in a manner that should be told. Unfortunately, the person did not say how the story should have been told. Now there's how I say Nipakon no sign he was not at the spot of the incident. So I wonder how he has a problem with the way the story should have been told. Because Anaka or home pod there, Kobeka say the SCN does not merit the way the story was told. In any case, he doesn't tell anybody how the person tells his story. But say, "Why critical?" I will grant it because you have criticism. But you will not criticize a way a story should be told when you don't tell us how you think it should be told. Because I know my criticism no be fair. About this idea, the better we will just oppose it and then at least come into a certain conclusion. And I wonder why anybody think that the story should have been told differently. When people sit on motorbikes and come after an innocent soul, unless ABN Pakono or Kaomamu yes had it home. So Kaho there and yet and nothing or worried no. Say yes, sir. The story for me was not told in any negative manner. Obi be catch me say onim senia omo riding motorbikes no omo di motorbikes no aye fanciful things and probably he doesn't know the area we are talking about but say we obi a wonim sa vicinity ni mu a a place that and comfort motorbikes so omo di aye a lot of fanciful things and I wonder why nipa kro no onti sa de na say na owo problem with it and no dey just a comment away enra yeah story we had no more yeah but honorable Vincent Odote voice and the story was that Odote say the Ghana football no ewu is dead so I took an issue with it mama now so I spoke to him about it and made him know my position because I disagree with him. I think you do not talk down a product you belongs to and as a brand you are part of. You do not you do not talk down. You cannot do that. It is not acceptable. And one thing I have issues with Nanaya because I think Omoko too far. Who said there's a problem. I may expect to say moving forward. Say Omubia Kasa Omoma solutions. The FA president, the general secretary, the PRO, and all other people, the executive committee members, and the club officials, moving forward, me bafo me person me who say omo kasafa low patronage, low attendance of our games now. Omo fia say my way out solutions. Quite bad because you enumerate a lot of the challenges, Ya just say one ball na ye bono. And what the enemy no do say it is not fit for purpose. And then meaning the I was say he won't come baby I say our football is dead. But rather not say it is not fit for purpose. If you say it is not fit for purpose, sorry, if it is not
no interference but your tosso. What the tosso? About your tosso. Bavo tosso.
But all voice now can't or you see the word dead.
Oh yeah, Bafo tosso. What the tosso?
Okay, because no, because me I heard say about voice no part wa Hanra. I heard where he said it's not fit for purpose. Good.
Okay, by voice mama. Be voice. What the tosso? Voice number.
He used the word dead at any point in the interview. I disagree with him. And I told him, I pay me catch and I told him. Say me I disagree with him. Yes. Because me criticizing. I think I think he heard it. That's or no or tea so be so catch no. But I disagree. I no him na me ne yenua boat na na be wan nua boat. Na me ne discuss the same issue. Me catch no. Ono so reference Odote me catch boat but I disagree with Odote. I personally disagree. You cannot talk down a product. We are part of it. You can't do that because yes I know. And the outsiders no more then. And I say, how does that encourage somebody to even come and watch a brand or a product that is dead?
I've been talking, those of you who've been following football, I've been saying this for the past 20 years. Football must entertain. Our game is not fit for purpose. You can't force people to come and watch a game which is drab, which is dry, which is not exciting. People have other competing social needs. They love football, but it must be exciting. So the FA must set up to the FA, the regulator of the game, must set up to come up with the regulation, with the rules, and the plans to ensure that our game is competitive. And I know it's very challenging, but we must be able to think and come out with something. This lack of people at the stadia is not a new thing. It's been happening for the past 15 years. We have to address it. If we don't, it's going to affect the game negatively. And to me, it's a responsibility of the FA. I disagree with that. You can't promote a dead product. You can't. We are doing our best. You can see today's game was very exciting. But football is about entertainment. You are in the business of entertainment through football. If we don't entertain, if we don't have stars, football is about drama. If you don't have stars in the game, if you don't entertain, you will throw every money at the people will not come to the stadium. We have to address the issue of high turnover of players, lack of professionalism in managing our football. We have to address these issues.
I think it's a Clay. At a point, he feels the product is dead, and promoting it becomes difficult, and I disagree with him. Because may I sure say, as the board member of House of Folk, match days he will expect say amount for babe share House of Folk matches. I'm a good attendance. Not just ebi abuhu ni paka krebi ana omo tete on say VIP ase ho no mo no. We say na nkofo kakra te ho. Ukohwe fence Independence conference center side ho no ma na kakra te Independence ho no na osu stand na nkofo enye eno ne ade a opese wo hu. I'm sure he want to see more. But ade a ewu no nobody will come and see it. Enti like I said, I disagree with him. A lot of normal kind of meaning that the game is not fit for purpose. Purpose in saying it's to offer entertainment. That entertainment does it offer it? I don't think we get that much of entertainment. And so that one I agree. Purpose in saying as I said with me tone now with me generating revenue. Is it fit enough to be sold to generate a lot of revenue? No. And also so meaning but if you say it is dead, necessarily would they call to the last very minimum, and for me that one there meaning and I have, like I said, my catcher no, and I'm saying it me catcher no and I'm saying it to everybody that a free nail as for the challenge, as for the reason why the game is dead, as for yenya to say, and as for the reason why I go for match no, as for the yenya to say and go for attendance no e wo lo ni there yenim she say ye pay the way out. Ye pese mo ka bibi chen ye pese efe no ye pese clubs no ye pese security for na eba no ye pese obi aka che say fi na obi pastor no ye mo no ye be devise another way to solve a crowd violence and as a crowd challenges and I say a gate no a bop peso na say bia amount for efi asese mo Russia ye be fa another means e be solve enya bro because media madwe ka che me say one of the reason why me ha me ho mabiem. Say me babe me sika afoka free abu akwa menhia na ma babe du fence stadium na me credit ticket na gate na no ayama na obi person force no way through na enkoye na ama abi gidigidi aba ho na soldier for boro me fra me ma because am babe ten ho ayeba bo media me ma metena fie fortunately for me future ho no mo ano papa bia bokios ho no mo a obayi Liverpool and Manchester 7-0 no asan yi kotoko ni has enso so ho no mo mecha 5 cedis pay me frame na for come ho a sika na de ma do stadium ni kamebo ni nyina no ye de beji ani. I think that must be looked at seriously. One of the things that as I say omo agro no ye omo dia no, the club managers, the security agencies, the National Sports Authority and the FA Minister of Sports mu nyina kan ho so mo say one be address that part of the game no.
Okay,
oko Black Stars in Nigeria, you agree with me say do baby say conform for some way through a gate now and academic can make be see. Okay, academic can in fact baby I maybe go general crowd here police in my one shot twice bank of funds ade so mumwa me da say bafo wu akotoko mama for some messages wa ha ne nyina ebenya time ne akan captain siasia eduru so the next time.
Mr. Poku, I think that you cannot promote a dead something although to you see no say me tie ne party wo you see in a contest. It doesn't necessarily mean say you easy na say also to use word with the replace as they now they cancel. You see, so I think it was in a contest. So you understand the anger of free air bano. I didn't listen to the interview. It was not off the interview. You saw some the Jojo Mokakra, and I didn't listen to it. But listening it now, no, Anna, how Ufrebu Adena, maybe but for stance disagree with him, no. So was not TB my even competitive on a it, you know, whatever been the case, our football is dying slowly. Igusua ewuko. So if you continue to shift blames, especially people who are in the helm of affairs and taking upon themselves and no, at the end of the when you can't say babaye, when you promise the Ghanaian people say babaye in football, it you know I say it me take the bull by the horn. Now you try say you the new programs whereby you the alternative solutions to issues. You make sure the referees are well aware of, or well trained, or the referees are made to understand say the football no say a progress into, you know, they have to be fair and be confident and do their work. Sane manema F no SF ninsa say F no handle hono na omo make sure say sane manema be adwuma ansana the clubs no are promoted the air kana we be promotion be owiase bi akwakosi. Say if these things continue to be there, emfa come emfa we aduane ton now your promotion now you say now is me better than there what na me samedi what as here I don't know me free say because a collective effort I say all those who are involved as so me na come on board no more say no more pragmatic plans or measures we are omode course say na ye dey do koni tidana na ne house of folk pani former pani JB Mr JB Air Kasa no look at and someone na oka oh say omo conscious effort o make sure so say Premier League e ba eripa wo hwe no wani gise obepeso obakwa bi anything negative stories negative scenes ni na no e ba yakati no of your free ho what I say but then what do you do here no instead no the FNO is praising themselves somebody making sure they develop one so by mere fact say FA top FA president to boot editor say if he thinks it's enough then it becomes a problem. The problems are bigger than the yehuno. Now when stadium nipa start say omon kona sha say nye but a course one na bedu stage bi na fe the aginsam and that's where we are. Aginsam we continue but honorable just as ma all come now because you see in the contest say no say if and say bi ma F na kasa omo the main na one dey buy Kotoko has they don't organize league. They partake in the league. They don't. At the one now the rules and regulations no one are strict to the extent that oh yeah the bia unim say ruby da ho. I don't make so we are in the system whereby say clubs your catcher says the clubs are there because I report to the clubs report to those clubs that you want to listen to them. You don't listen to others. How do you expect that they're not be exciting? There's no end and be Kotoko kan obu abaka so mo kasa dodo. Yes, but then assembly dika. But if you know omo keep them deaf ear and omo ye do omo ye kwa. So I think say Mr. Odote might not be wrong by using the word there.
This is your station Oyerepa.
We need to do the right things. Menu ka say Mr. Poku House of Folk team no should be around Kumasi heading to Bebiani. Should be around Kumasi heading to Bibiani, and all those players no na injuries na no muntimenya no ebinuma make it to the squad like Di Maria and few of them no I make it to the squad at Omoko na and then I mentioned the last time I make say House of Folk supporters chief Elvis Herman Hesse and now no me an interview your boy ha na make say the best that I've heard from him the last 2 or 3 years. Because I feel said the last 2 or 3 years now, so Oba Radio Subia is either about to defend himself or to create a new Subi. And yet that's nice to the club. That's how I see it. And I say I can't say me fan also be defending. And I say or also ebe make a statement be that statement not be you know. So what I now some questions say now supporters chairman must you speak that way. Now me who that message na ede enkabo mu eba effort to say supporters who role play role to support the club and my club on such successes irrespective of the situation at club no because that's how supporters behave. They be am taka say you want me say Europeans but you trust ebesia and dem be omoye whilst clubs who are egu and fa and man fa no the supporters will protest all right but they will not abandon the club. Dana make say Kotoko game winning you know maybe a good omen for them. And from afofro bo House of Folk mu because Kotoko has at any point in time and they say Kotoko you share omun there are a whole lot of some airboss or none Chama K5 ebe Canada. And the same applies to House. So House lose that game now. Yes, Ebia would have been worse. I don't know and nay am say chairman kasasa no maniaje. I'm going to say what and some of them can put you into practice. I don't want to send the supporters to Bebiani. Last season they went there and they won. This season Bebiani seems to be doing very very well. And they league we have some of that 4 or so. Okay, the first 4 or 5 are okay. House of Folk anya that good win from Asante Kotoko. Is he going to spread them on? Say a bit more Mako Kanka Bebiani BM. Now, Omanle onslaught to the league. So, we claim say the 5 points separate to Omo and Adriana, they can win it. No, yes, the 5 points ain't a big deal. where league matches are aka. And you know, one area measure. So tia House of Folk supporters na bebre na after Kotoko game na tonation assassin. Tonation assassin. And I like that. And I want to follow and see say somebody be here Juma. And no, and that request and now captain I work with air can ebebum. Cause once you expect the House of Folk team to perform to your satisfaction, no, and so supporter don't also play as a supporter, no. Also play to the light of the players now more. And we're going to see another exciting game await us. House of Folk against Bebiani Gold Stars. I'll be afraid to say Bebiani Gold Stars. I don't think they will also want to sit down to see another defeat. Oh, Bebiani. The last time it happened, it didn't go down well with them. This time around, I want to believe that they've prepared very, very well to face House of Folk. Mr. Poku, may you so time you FNA Chris Wooten saying Semetrasia na me say ya na ya pese you waste time bi da be number Black Stars game no baso date
23rd yes
23rd
return leg night 27th.
And are we saying say bibia between Omoni Chris Wooten no is it done and dusted
somebody be pan on tuma Okumasi
Black Stars game no
before the game
how about sign the contract no?
There will be a press conference.
But that's how about sign the contract no. And because to my information no, he still not sign the contract because the information that he rejected the first 1 year the offer no, FN offer no, and a buy no, I say something in 3 years. Per the information that I'm getting, a buy something in 3 years. Come if you say a long overdue. It is a long overdue. Say FN no, and nay. We are still talking about Afeni Ebe Unveli coach, Afeni Ebe sign the coach, and Obi is advising say because time of buy a short into on for players that he knows he shouldn't extend to players via new players about for issues over. From the World Cup time to date, how many months? You are talking about 3 to 4 months. Before the World Cup, we knew our coach was not going to continue, even if we were going to win the World Cup because okay. Yet, that's it home. These are some of the things that M1 football no and develop you know. These are some of the things I am one football no and develop you know. So I think the ESCO, the FA no must be up and doing. At the end, still I need also discuss it. Coach said Obasan when ya man say about so you say all these things should have been done long ago. To start bringing a coach, you know, hey, okay, preparing the team, bringing players or do more. I'm young who say Black Stars no are good to go. So when you're comfortable, honestly, I am not happy about Nema Ekoso. I feel there's changes about. I feel that changes in your announcement later. Yes, Black Star doesn't belong to any, a single person, but I want to believe say a change should be on merit. And so based on the performance or the man offer. It is for a tanker team member. That's all. That's all. That's a winner. People ask questions. But say if it is on merit, if you say yes, you're a better one to this way. Striker no striker. Yes, I better to striker go host to show no. Now beyond say that's you know cry. Why should people questioning you? But I say you striker every hole because everybody in penasema. That's where it becomes an issue. So when you're comfortable standing man cause no. You bless the name of your form the last few years no. As I celebrate 45 yeah. Nanka Kwame, you're discussing Black Stars in your boy who say you are good to go. We're putting everything in place, making sure say Black Star don't explode. But in all these things, you DJ Ase or a fan sport or Kenya.
Alasan Said Zakito. Message you I had them out for my club review. Say Urezi issues be 2 days ago on Highway Sports. And on my club review so no one yardine.
Okay.
Must say I totally disagree with the comments Zakito made 2 days ago. I will debate him on any day. He said Kotoko isn't having a good squad. Currently, Kotoko is having the best midfielders in the country. No team in Ghana now have a solid squad than Kotoko per experience, exposure, attitude, character. If they get a good coach, they can dominate any team on the field of play in Ghana. My club review there, our day. The next 10 minutes. The next 10 minutes.
Oh, you about
37. No, I see.
Okay, no, Messi. My memory say Kofiriki.
is in your tent.
Kofi Riki. And today is Kofi Riki's day.
Yeah.
And happy birthday. Kofi Riki.
And then Friday.
And then Friday.
And the sofa.
And then the Senator.
Out of the sofa.
Oh, they them pepe. I know the sofa and a baby done in chain.
Kofi, happy birthday to you, sir. Now so.
No more funny picture me to so.
I'm once born again. They're born again here. You are not on the crowd.
Born again on this idea. I done business.
It is Rick and
I like that respond to my money to home. This one I was not even.
See, what's our case you actually?
Yeah, fire one now. Any abuse of fire one. What do you have to plan for?
Jibo.
Oh, picture number.
There is
Obia show say kwatra ba bia we twensu asa no akọ Zach ma menya de keto yi na me ma won to aso ewo wayi nim today don't worry
no
ye ne House of Folk chapters chairman Owura Heavis Eman SC ene edin komo enya ne ntie so mo de nhye bi agu kwam for omu game ochina omo ene bibia ne Go Stars airborne chairman ultimate kan no pem akwaba e the boy pa radio Oyerepa TV.
Yo, striker, I know pay Michiao any panelists ni Accra to Folk supporters so mu team. That will come see ni important na Michi bia.
Okay. Chairman opede ye fro enya bone ye nya ntie se has NCC modin hye bia gu kwam modi achitafo call bibia ni china akota team na chi se de be yankunu de be ya modi an hye be na modi agu akwan mu.
Yo, striker me that say I think sir before I may call into the share, no, I mean, you should just a second to speak about issues of attendance. In the last few months, we've been talking about it. Says stadium attendance near very low, and for that matter, no, NCC, I can't you. When I say NCC, I cry out to folk NCC. Yeah, between the boy club and the boy F, to get the supporters back to the stadium, and when I start, and I think we are starting from. Your match against BBN and I launch operation invade BBN for victory. And only
also the number need to janka enye bado ebi obi wa otie onisa number na nanka also the tujwa no wanya akwanya nanko afre
Mate right em say me no kasa no number no so phone so
okay
enti bia before you be we interview no met me dey send o nanka me srewa wa boso ama me
okay
enti dey tie ni say we are not limiting or the numbers na Eco Stadium. You need limited numbers. BBN one about 5,000 spectators. Say Kumasi supporters 5,000 in already so on the car. You dey provide the basis. What I mean is yes, it is not limited. So if by an entry, not say unless BBN for them provide you with the tickets, but Kumasi for na you mujuma, RCC for no. Eyo mo ejuma na so mo ma ye reply say eye nipa 1,000 eye nipa 2,000 and if free Asante region on person mo come now I can assure them 100% to say the NCC will provide the funds. You be provide the funds. When I mean the funds is you be provide sikano and I say basis na you be rent you be tiaka now so to ticket no you are free. So we are not limiting, the numbers are not limited except to say be our supporters are not coming in their numbers to book their
next all your supporter the over 5 would do sika
nukra pono and shy be a one out person wa ukoto fufu bi dia but nukra no we are making arrangements say kakra omo de be ka omo ano kakra omo be no mo ka no mo nukra no ye be side dia mo.
Okay we ebeye mawe games nyina fi na ekoya na say akoye Go Stars game in Kwantia.
Oh, what we are trying to do no to sustain it. Try say be sustain na ni nyina so no strike anya me see enka no crepa say be tina club ni performance and as a team ni performance because Asante Kotoko ni House of Folk ni do baby as say performance ni performer NCC e ma yejuma ye team ene me no ka say nkrofo ye contributions nkrofo ye donations. These people if we are to sustain them they will see it menya win. And you would GDS says boys who supporters in their numbers. say ya ba ama ye nyina say ya post stadium ne ma ebe ma o ma won kika na akosru ama mo win match na and say if they are able to win the match or come home with a good result you better you biom e wa Accra Sports Stadium.
Okay.
After atwaso till the rest of the matches but ni nyina so be gina the performance ne so.
Okay. Chairman Elvis Herman Hesse, you better ask you for your time. You better say dinkomo biem.
You striker until once again me patch best me the numbers be send you.
Okay.
As you Mohammed.
Okay.
And a Clemendu. And I best supporters no so once again say ye limit obia why ready be out there fresh new. Who free ya and one say you are going. If you are obi dinu be ya best sort amount. Ye do be ya say.
Yeah, say House of Folk chapters chairman Elvis any no edi enkomo no. Zach.
Dubo. Good initiative.
Yankoi.
Very good initiative. But onim de nso no ankasa no asmana kan beka no akana asam da. Such initiative it goes with performance. Because nko umpa say manya me fasa mba ko bebia ni ko good 3-4 next match from omumba udi free no mumba so enti uko bebia ni no wakonya win na say even at West draw next time when you call them they will come enti while the NCC are doing all these things I think say players na so say almost say the NCC area no say ebegina a resource and a managina and more players and so no you add yourself now my internet is a good initiative and this in the area Jibo a long pub a year ya can was say but and when I'm but because of Kumbia could di na me share because me busa be me the male FIFA referees that we have in Ghana here and see the male ones near Danielai Abdulatif Adari Kadri Charles Bulu, Sifa Benjamin, Kadri Abdulatif, police no kuma say no, and Julian Nunu. The Dibo, so far the 6 male FIFA referees now, the only referee that is not eligible to officiate Kotoa games, but for local derbies, aye Kadri Abdulatif, Kumasi ni no a referee no. Onon kuana, onye eligible. Apart from say a local derby na be a kotokoni kim face and ye omuti mani di a local derby omuti mani di but apart from that game the only referee on ye kadri nko anti no Julian Nunu qualified to official Kotoa games Sefa Benjamin qualified Charles Bulu qualified Abdulatif Adari qualified and Danielai qualified because last season Danielai handled Kotoa games last season Adari mekano ono kwa Kotokoni Ediana on board and off head and the Mikaisa match no he handed that 2-0 Doma Charles Bulu last season handled Kotoa games is it Kumasi here one I remember one game in Kumasi here bench Sefa Benjamin na Menkai but Julian Nunu also last season handled Kotoa games and you know Salis when the off head Menkai one or handled Kotoa game Sefa Benjamin but other any no they handled Kotoa games last season and you know Majun wa mentiasie Tibo a serious matter Majun wa mentiasie this season up to now because Oshe from day one in Swatre George Vamawo Joseph Kofi Yao Bless Emmanuel Otu Edward Anan Ibrahim Saka Male Eso Do Morrison George Vamawo Misbah Mohammed Jacob Aruntera Robert Musi Franklin Akumate Jacob Asefua Emmanuel Tampuri Alpha Bade Rastum Senogo Ibrahim Mahamadou Clement Kwame Nua and Jacob Adentera FA Cup Jacob Asefua Nico Gideon Ibrahim Amadou my general mentality still because see that time midway but say big teams you know and then when they are going to a hostile venue sir where they come house you need
your best referees
because of the environment you know I think as you come be any say you know you need the best referee there because you need say the venue no and your venue are easy so inside venues has to come be any normal FIFA referee your best elite referees
to go and manage the game. But yeah, the end there, our best games, when you go for Elena, afen obi afen osua ade. So onko sua ade in a big game. Mentia say that at was up to now. Na otie nsam na jibo. Ntema mo metia no jibo. Some of them are not good for radio. I'm telling you, say deliberate. And no, till the season will end. Very free in your match.
Deliberate.
Till the season will end. Very free to handle their match. Till the season will end.
And we as a key to investigate.
Oh yeah. Hey, and I say, bear 12. The kind of
sana na day.
You see, and I mean, yes. So I was asking you saying to no. Now your question now day because one, it comes back to the integrity of the league. When me shall to bring it back to proper FSC now, and yes, supporters Uncle Stadium, you know, it comes back to integrity of the league. Because now, if people are such of section of people, did he say we are going through in never be if he say a deliberate Minko Park. Minko. So on him say I now one was say have you checked because I've spoken to about 4 venues away. Who said now have you realized that away games numbers so SOT. Check is no
numbers as in
attendance.
Kotoko away games.
Say be anka Venus no. See on teams be scapa say or boy against Kotoko ne hasa. And the fact that upe Ghana say who a team I remember I said no pompo or said this is now or the Kotoko not on the Kotoko any budget. So Boko to Kuma Kifesa Kotoko ne has sorry and I didn't budget. Scotland says that time and league the no na supporters go park pa no team bia all the Kotoko has your budget because you say omo na ko see no ubenya sika e dia I no bebre. But now SOT because you see people are losing hope. Ade wo mi nyansa jibo Daniel Ayi, Abdul Latif Adari, Charles Bulu, Sefa Benjamin, Kaji Latif, Julian Nunu. Tapenet na course wo be no mu be no be just tapenet no. You know, so be anje.
I didn't know money.
Omonji because they know where they are going.
Just mu Daniel Ayi. Kotoko ne as good.
Oh, a incident keep a P. You see that ball and obey say deliberate. Or one of those mistakes that happen. Keep a P and sack a ball. Fine. Essence command red card. At that moment, I'm banning or money yellow card. But lie as my no lying could this happen to will be down because only maybe alcohol. Now where he's the progression no. Some penalties now and see Jim come and say only be that unless say back on you know immigration officer no on the 3% on the baby me do there lawu me permisica akotrem baby unka me di no ya bulu immigration officer na okwaji sika wa yi South Africa anana dey no
South Africa
unka lamte unless udu salary so udu level bia o dey bia fam obi o wajia we fi safe dey me kwaje pension ma kwaje fi akwaje me ho then you do such attitude. I think say ya nhwani ya ye di say ya na afi no de bia out wa as media for mo ya ka wona league no cause media so ya put referees media ya inspective pitches.
Okay,
so you know the attitude na ye di Iranian football kroma say no dibo yanse sana football enye ye da unless we change say ya change then supporters also ya change ya they also get the interest then they come back to the stadium.
Let's do
the right thing.
Medase sima edi enim kopem se be sore so no ye na tiefo ya hwefo mo bre at the time ni nyina mom se de sikan ye no die ne yenye deɛ na afu sɛ ha adwena ɛma nipa nkɔ stadium ɛma wo kora wo frɛ no nkɔ stadium. Number is 0322494401 0322494771. Yeshas from Ashanti region. Yeshas from Ashanti region. Ashanti region. Hello, Oba Obo din baby a okase finado asemato. Hello.
Yes.
Shadrack you Ashanti region tie back. Na I wish the CEO of Kumasi Asante Kodoko. Yes. Nana Yamponsa, happy birthday.
Nana at 40.
Yes, Nana at 40.
Nana at 40.
Nana at 40.
Yeah.
So and Madam Evelyn in Siasari. On the CMFA program, so we wish Asante Kodoko CEO Nana Yamponsa, happy birthday.
NYA at 40.
Yes. Need Dako, ya inu need Dako. On the CMFA video, so we wish Nana Yamponsa happy birthday. Prince Young Mone or Free for Mosque, Nipa be the message Sabah. Omo wish Asante Kodoko CEO Nana Yamponsa happy birthday. Captain Fakakas also nice.
Away from Kofi Ricky, or say Reverend Mrs. Selina Edu, Mama of Ojana, and I would want to happy birthday to Mrs.
Yeah, Victorious Collins. And then Victorious Collins.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I see your wife, Mrs. Frisia, obey Mensa. Or say, God bless you for being such a great wife, and a mother for you and the children.
Say those who are United States of America, say happy birthday to you, Nana Yamponsa.